Good morning, children. Today we are taking up the last topic of this chapter, that is regulation of respiration. That means how the respiratory rate is controlled in our body. So actually the respiratory rate means respiratory rhythm, inspiration and expiration. It is controlled by our brain, or you can say the neural system. So, to maintain or moderate the respiratory rhythm, what respiratory rhythm which suits to our body tissues, which fulfills the demands of the body tissues. It is actually maintained by our neural system. Neural system means our brain mainly. So in our brain there is a region which is a medulla. So medulla region of the brain actually called as respiratory rhythmic center, and it is primarily responsible for the regulation of respiratory rhythm, inspiration and expiration. Another center which is present in our brain is the pons region, medulla and pons. Pons of the brain is also called as pneumotoxic center. Is it actually moderates the function of our respiratory rhythmic center, means it helps the medulla or respiratory rhythmic center. Now what happens actually, the neural signal from the center can reduce the duration of inspiration and thereby alter the respiratory rates. That means if the respiration is more or less, so these signals are received by the respiratory rhythmic centers and then it is being controlled. One more, that is chemosensitive area, that is also adjacent to the respiratory rhythmic center medulla, and this chemosensitive area is sensitive to the higher concentration of carbon dioxide and hydrogen ion concentration. If their concentration increases, then this chemosensitive area get activated, and after activation it sends the signal to the respiratory rhythmic center, which is adjacent to the respiratory rhythmic center only. And in this way the respiratory process by which the substances can be eliminated can be controlled by respiratory rhythmic center. Receptors are also associated with the aortic arch and carotid artery. That means these are the blood vessel. These receptors which are present in carotid artery and aortic arch, these receptors are also receives the signal of the higher concentration of carbon dioxide and hydrogen ion concentration, and they also send these messages, these signals to the respiratory rhythmic center for their remedial actions. So that way you can see the medulla, the pons region, the chemosensitive area near the rhythmic center, and the receptor parts which are present in the aortic arch and carotid artery. All of these actually send the signal to the respiratory rhythmic center, and thereby the process of mechanism of inspiration and expiration is controlled. We can make the chart also like this. The medulla, it is a respiratory rhythmic center, pons which is a pneumotoxic center, and chemosensitive area, these are sensitive to carbon dioxide and hydrogen ion concentration. When they increase, then these are being received, these signals are received by chemosensitive area. These chemosensitive area ultimately send the messages to the respiratory rhythmic center. Similarly, aortic arch also has the receptor for the hydrogen ion concentration and carbon dioxide concentration. If it is increased, then they send the signal to the medulla, that is a respiratory rhythmic center. So ultimately all signals are sent to the respiratory rhythmic center to control the inspiration and expiration. Now the last topic, that is disorders of the respiratory system. So the disorders of the respiratory system, first one is the asthma. Asthma, it means the difficulty in breathing. It is actually caused due to inflammation of bronchi and bronchioles. Second disorder is emphysema. It is a chronic disorder. and it is due to the damaging the alveolar walls, or the that means it by this the respiratory surface area by which the diffusion takes place decreases, so that this is being caused due to mainly the cigarette smoking, or you can say reduce in the alveolar surface area due to the cigarette smoking is called as emphysema. Now the third and the last is the occupational disorders. Occupational respiratory disorder. Occupation can be the grinding of stones, stone breaking, which creates dust, and this dust is inhaled by the person, those who are involved in this type of occupation. So long exposure to this dust can cause the inflammation in the respiratory tract or proliferation of the fibrous tissue, and it may cause the serious damage to the workers in such industries, and they should be provided with the protective mask to protect them from the serious damage. So this is all about the respiratory disorder and the respiratory control, that is regulation of respiration, inspiration and expiration. Thank you. This is all about this topic and this chapter.